Hi everyone, it's Killshot99 Gaming. This is Playdead Live, the ISLES MIR versus ARC, and what a narrative we have tonight. We had some great calls yesterday, so first of all, I want to thank all of you guys for your participation. It seems like every time we do one of these streams, it is a mix of competition, standings, rankings, new things that we're going to roll out, and then recaps of things that we did. So we have some rule changes coming for you guys tonight. One, it's captain's choice. So when the captain makes a call, I'm going to only use that captain. If they say hits or wait, if anybody else chimes in, I'm going with what the captain says. So that's one of the big rule changes that we have. We're also going to implement a little different version of the challenge. So in past, people played pets or they played potions. I've sort of given them the benefit of the doubt if it was a double dip. If they get called out on it, they get challenged tonight. Then they can pay 5 points in order to play a similar pet. So if they play a blaze, they don't have it, then they can play maybe a dune, something that does a similar thing. That's my decision. It's my call. But they can pay 5 points in order to play something they double dipped. That's the direction we're going to go. And starting next week, we're going to mix up the substitution pattern a little bit to allow 3 of your starters to play in round 4, which means a player could, we're not going to necessarily go with the 4 starters at the end. You could have 3 out of 4, and a different player could close out the game. So some pretty cool stuff. We've got a fishing game is in the works. We had some great portal testing. Inventory will be worked on this weekend. We're going to have a event on Saturday night. And then Friday night, we're going to hopefully finish out the Dark Crypts chapter of Crowley, and then move forward into Lazarus Lagoon, where there is a lot of surprises in Lazarus Lagoon. Remember, in Lazarus Lagoon, any of your past enemies could be back in play. So it is going to certainly change the way we fight, the way we do things. So, in PDL, death is not always forever. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Lazarus Lagoon and some of the some of the unexpected is going to happen in the lagoon. So looking forward to that. All right, let me take you guys to tonight's standings so you can take a look at it. I've hyped it up pretty well, but you can take a look for yourself. I mean, ARC so far has been unbeatable. ARC 4-0. You can see they're starting to get some point differential too. Sly usually dominates that point differential, and they are leading the point differential. But here's the deal. ARC 4-0, Sly 3-2, Vox 2-3, MIR 0-4. MIR trying to get that first win under their belt, start to build some momentum. They're going to have a tough time at it tonight because they're playing at one of the toughest places to play in ARC. You guys know the home field advantage. It slows you down. It's a tough place to play. So you can see next week, few announcements we got to make. Monday night, we've got Vox versus MIR. That is always a good one. Vox 2-3 playing at MIR. Not at MIR. It is a neutral field. So neutral field rules will apply. You can hit all targets, more chest, really, really cool stuff. So that's right. Monday night is neutral field. We'll flip a coin to see who gets to go first. But other than that, there really is no home field advantage. So then on the 13th of June, that Monday, we've got MIR versus ARC. And then on the 15th, and you can see nothing on June 8th. So we'll play next Monday. We won't play next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we're off. That game has been pushed back to the 4th of July week, July 6th. So we didn't want to take a whole week off. We're going to take the 4th of July, that weekend before. But then the week after, we want to get back to business. So the ARC game next Wednesday night, there will be no stream. That'll be pushed back a month. So then we got, you can see June 3rd, we got MIR versus ARC again because this match was delayed. So we'll see them play again. And we've got Vox versus Sly, and then ARC and Vox, Sly and MIR. You can see we get back to a normal schedule after next week. So it's going to be a little bit more normal. Let me take you guys to one of the other really cool things that we do. These are the player control points. Again, big shout out to Julia for keeping up with these. She's got spreadsheets. We got links in the portal taking you to these. So the links are really, really awesome. But you can see It's starting to separate the crowd a little bit. So we get that top 5, distinction. Take a look. We've got top 5, Dimes, Kel, Cat, Gemstone, Football. That is your top 5. They've all got 2 gold bars. So they are listed appropriately. Then you get to the DZ. You got Rajin at 400 points. Cat 200, tied with Ocean Man. So tied for second. And, battling for that Defender of the Year. You got Julie J, who's playing tonight. Not that far off, 125 in the DZ. And Julia, who's playing tonight, also right there. Her newfound love, the DZ. Look at that, 125 in the game as well. Take you over to the Ruffled Feathers. Dimes likes ruffling the feathers. 4 ruffled feathers, you can see. She got a nice lead there, but followed by B-Dub, Julia, Kel, Gemstone, rounding out your top 5. And in Cannonball bonus, there's only one person that's gotten a Cannonball every game. That is Deadly Dimes, and she keeps on pushing right along. 5 Cannonballs, 125. Fly Rod with 3, Gemstone with 3. Football right in the mix as well with 2, and you see a 3-way tie as well. So hopefully you guys are liking the PCP points. I see Deadly Dimes. Good luck to MIR and ARC. Let's go. And also, you guys know I'm not going to forget Valar. Hello, 999 Kills, great mods, channel members, PDL players, sponsors, bundles, box, burn coin, kills coin, all of the things that she mentioned. And I love it that she introduces herself with that, reminding all of you. One thing about Valar's Super Chat, it's going to remind you, we have box events. We have faction war matches. We have sponsors of our channel. We have Patreons in our channel. We have Burn Coin Lovers, our own crypto, and we're developing a game within a game, right? So not only do we have the portal that's going to help you guys with your gear, we have the portal that's going to help you with your guilds and your factions. We have the portal with the ability to play mini games and links. And we're going to have the portal with a Burn Arcade where you can play a daily fishing quest, or for a few kills coins, you might be able to play the fishing game a little bit more. Is that something that might interest you, Dimes? I mean, could you guys see yourself like, look, hey, I get this free cast. I get to throw the line out there, catch some. Ah, shoot, I didn't catch anything. But if I pay a few kills coins tokens, maybe I get a few more casts. Maybe I can play the game a little bit longer. So we are going to have a free version. We're also going to have a little pay-to-play where you can compete with standings, who catches the biggest fish, so on and so forth. So looking forward to how they develop that. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. How about tonight's bundle, everybody? Let me take you to Bundleville. That's right. Tonight's war bundle is ridiculous. There were a lot of requests in tonight's bundle, and you're going to see some really cool specials. I think we did well. You didn't know all the things that are in here, but multiple people requested. We got Elixir ASC, Iron, Unholy Smoke, Inferno Grenade being requested more and more often. 2 of those. 5 post-battle pet revives, Hexite, Dyneema, 1 of each of your waxes. Go to that red bundle. Dire Red, Lagoon, Glyph of Havoc, Savage 6, Neon Red, Red Summon Skins, Flame Grenade, more Flame Grenades being requested. Bionic Wildcard requested, Super 8. And tonight, I'm going to give you guys a nice bonus in tonight's Father Ron's like, Unholy Smoke, sweet! The Challenger. Really? You just, all right. Well, you know what? Got to go with what works. So tonight, if you pick up tonight's bundle, I'm also going to give you the bonus between the red and the gold. How about 100 loaders? 100 loaders. There's a loader pack in tonight's bundle. I don't know that we've ever done that. I can't remember that we've ever done it. So use them wisely. Let's go over to the gold. You got Dire Blue, Lagoon, Glyph of Valor, Pet Repel Smoke, Gold Weapon Skins, Max Seal Smoke, Silver Skins by request, Onyx and Prime also by request. And you know what? Maybe it's a rhyme night. How about the bonus between the gold and the green? How about a MIR and a Fear combo? MIR Smoke and Fear Smoke as your bonus. So one bonus is a loader pack. The other one is a MIR and Fear. And in the green, almost all this stuff is by request. Energy Orb, Cryptic Glyph, Bionic Torso Teal, Seal and Thrill, Arrowhead, Spider Silk, Spruce. The Spruce is on the loose. So there's your non-blueable grenade. Cabal Scope, Stellar, Armor Skins. Take it up top. I know we haven't done this. We've got gold summon skins, mythic summon skins, and that's right. Some of you might have never, ever, ever had one of these, but tonight you are going to get in the bonus a Haze and Daze smoke. Haze and Daze is played much like the Ghost Smoke. It will slow down your opponent's movement 25%. Plus, it will also nerf their attack by 10%. So it's going to haze you and it is going to daze you. It's going to slow you down and it's going to nerf your next attack by 10%. That's a 2-for-1 special. Probably one of the most valuable smokes in the game, but I think we've only put it in boxes. I don't know if we've ever put it in a bundle, so you get it tonight. And that's right. If you pick up one of each of these bundles, you get Ancient Scrolls. The more you pick up, the more scrolls you get, and you are going to get a PvP gem. But check this out. Maybe you don't know how good Soul Seer is, but before we get to that, you can see the health is starting to scale much, much higher, okay? Haze and Daze does not have smoke. It does not have range. So, look at the health. 400 health, we've never had anything like it. Damage 250, base 130, AP 80. But the big thing with this, you probably say, well, health is big. It is. It's going to help you survive a few brutal attacks. But the Soul Seer, if this is your second Soul Seer piece, you can now, at the end of the attack, sear that player for 2%. It was 1% before, and 1% seemed pretty lethal. But I think now you're starting to see the value of Soul Seer. Somebody takes a lot of damage, they're down to 2%. You sear them. I saw Ron last week. Ron was at 16%. True story. I kid you not. Don't you love when people say that? Like, true story. I wouldn't lie to you. I kid you not. Now, Ron probably should have stopped the first grenade, right, Ron? I mean, I would have probably stopped the grenade from hitting in the first place, but he didn't. Once he did not do that, he was at 16%, and the pain was going to hit him for 15. And Ron knew he was going to get soul seared. So because he didn't stop the first attack, all of a sudden, he had to stop the 15, because if he didn't stop the 15, he was going to get seared for 1, which would have finished him off. Well, now you've got Soul Seer 2 lurking. So you got to pay a little bit more attention to your health. So I love Soul Seer. I think it's certainly one of my favorite abilities because it's sneaky. It's sneaky good. And you know, somebody at 52, you could set them up for Doomsday. You could be in a dungeon, and that player's at 70, and you're at 70, and they're at 78, and you hit them, and you're at 70, and you're like, "Ha! I'm gonna sear you. I just won the dungeon." Right? I mean, just so many cool things that you can do. All right, Kel, give me tonight's bundle. It's a lot of people, so she's probably typing already. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about these abilities. I mean, Haunt. You think about it. I mean, we've got 4 abilities already out there. We got Geist, we got Seer, we got Haunt, and we brought Mind Melt back. I mean, the last piece of gear had 100 Mind Melt. This gear is unbelievable what the stats are. That ring does 1. The helmet that was released early, Julie J, does 1. So if you have both of them, you're at 2. If you didn't get the helmet and you only have the ring, you still get 1. So Seer is still Seer plus the amount of health. Pretty good piece of gear. And I know there's players out there that should be stacking health. All right, you can see B-Dub, Valar, Trigger, Dimes, Julie J, Busy, Cat, Craven, Moon, Jim, J-Law, Bones, Samurai, Jules, Father Ron, Crimson Fly Rod, Pope, Football, Dow, Rajan, Tiny, and Kel. All right. You know what? It is not even 9 o'clock yet, which is exactly what I was shooting for. I didn't want to get to 9:10 or 9:15 or 9:20. So that's tonight's bundles. You've seen the PCP. We got a really, really good match for you guys tonight. I need your pre-match buffs. If you're playing tonight, Samurai, Kel, Moonshot, B-Dub, Nixie, Julie J, Amanda, Dow, Julia, Jim, Sheila, Alex, Busy, Valar. If you're playing tonight, I need to see those buffs. Stack it up. Use those buffs wisely. See Moonshot, he's protecting that Judas. Julia, she's protecting the Ultra. Shaman's like, nope, you ain't taking my Eclipse. B-Dub, protecting the Doom. Pope likes the Glacier. Unforeseen, protecting Burnous. Busy Bee, Eli. Kel protecting the Lantern. Samurai with the Helios. Dow, the Cosmic Violet. Nixie. I see Animal picking up the bundle. Heck yeah, Animal's a lot of health. Nixie with Eli. JJ. Nixie with Eli on Scepter. JJ with Pain. And Valar with Predator. And Julia, is that second one for Jim? Okay, the top one is. So make sure you guys, that's Jim with the Eli on Ultra up top. Okay. All right, here we go, everybody. Tonight's starting lineup, it is 9 o'clock. And take you to the Isles, everybody. And you guys know, what a beautiful, beautiful map. Seems nice and frigid and chilly. But they've never lost here. No one is beating Ark at Ark yet. Undefeated at home. Here's tonight's starting lineup, everybody. We got, for the home team going first, we got Valar in the bomber position. Valar will be followed by Julie J in the rover position. Julie J will be followed by Dow in the rover position. Dow will be followed by B-Dub as a tank. After B-Dub, we got Gemstone. After Jim, we got Samurai. Then we go to the Assassin Julia in the DZ, followed by Kel the Ninja in the DZ. Again, Valar, Julie J, Dow, B-Dub, Jim, Samurai, Julia, Kel, Valar. You got 15 seconds to get your move in. Julia will be calling until we get confirmation that Jim is here. And then Jim will be the captain. And B-Dub will be captain for the other team calling the shots. All right, Valar. Dungeon Julie J. We did not waste a minute. Wow. All right, Valar going to the dungeon. That's a little bit of a surprise for me. I wasn't expecting that move, but Julie J don't play either. Julie J knows a little bit about winning in the dungeon, that's for sure. All right, let's get this thing rolling. Okay, Valar, Julie J. Here's the way it works in the dungeon. I'm going to put up a map, and the first person to give me the 4-digit code will get a buff. So if each of you ladies are ready, we'll start at the top, and you'll work from top to bottom. So be quick, but be accurate. Julie J and Valar, give me a 999. You know what? And forgive me too. I mean, we are in the middle of the match, but I do want to give a shout out. Trigger's Army, Diana C, all of our super fans. Thank you guys for being here. Let's get to the dungeon, everybody. We are going to get this thing rocking. All right, I'm going to the map right now. First person to type the 4-digit code. Everybody else, if you can hold up and stop typing, please. Let's get to the dungeon. Here we go. First to give me the 4-digit code. No pressure. Somebody better hurry. This is an easy one. Come on, we should have something by now. If you didn't type it yet, you might be late. Somebody's gonna regret not figuring it out early. Valar says 5314. You know what, Craven? That was a long dungeon, was it not? That took a minute? Both are correct. It is 5, 3, 1, 4. This one's a pretty straightforward path, but I know you got to look over the whole dungeon in order to decide. So let me grab both of these. And Valar, would you like a seal, a pet repel? You're going first, or Ward. She's going to take a seal. All right, let's take both of them to the dungeon. Pretty important. We got Julie J over here. And as you guys know, rules of the dungeon. You start taking hits, you get knocked down. When you get to here, you're taking 10. When you get to here, you're taking another 10. Permanent damage. Valar says, I need a little boost to get me going. So she's going to get the seal. All right, Valar, your move. Give you 15 seconds to get your move in. Remember, old school, no legendaries. No legendaries, no legendary pets. Valar winning the maze, so she needs to win either the body or the soul in order to take the dungeon. Julie J's like, I'm here. What you gonna do? All right, Valar, you've had a minute. Plenty of time. Let's get this move in. Stasis to Julie J. Yes. Decay Smoke. Cannot summon Creole. Double pet. Gonna steal her Psycho. And gonna shoot the Dark Rose. So the first pet is gonna prevail. So Stasis does hit. Decay Smoke. Gonna steal your Psycho. Julie J, you got a F4 Dark Rose Red Gel. And you are surrounded by Decay Smoke. And Decay Smoke, basically, if it does resolve next turn, will prevent you from healing. And the effect must be prevents you from sealing, and you'll have to heal to break that effect, okay? It's going to prevent the shot. All right, so stasis gets through. She's surrounded by decay smoke. She has no psycho, and she's going to use prevention. So in essence, she takes no damage. Julie J., you're up. Keep in mind also, Julie J., Valar has absorption as well because we're in round number 1. If you double up on an action and it's not a double dipper challenge, again, you guys know, I'm taking the first of the two. I'm not going to give you a choice. So if you play 2 smokes, the first smoke that you're playing is what I'm going with. If Valar would have played Creole before Stasis, that's what she would have gotten. Absorption, Unholy, and Spruce. All right, she is going to Unholy the Decay. She's going to play Absorption. I'm going to be right back. Sorry, everybody. I'm going to get an Absorption because that may be much, much more common. All right. Valar, your seal is broken, and your absorption prevents you from taking any damage and getting knocked down. So, absorption is going to protect 20. She also had to seal. So Julie J gets the absorption. Unholy's to get rid of the decay, and Spruce. Valar, your final move. You have the maze. Right now, the body and soul is tied. If it ended right here, Valar would get the win. But I got a feeling it ain't going to end like this. So, Valar, your move. But did manage to steal a psycho. Also managed to prevent a shot. Each player gets 1 additional turn. Absorption is not a shield. Absorption minimizes some of the damage. All right, Valar, let's get that move in. All right, come on, ladies. You got fans in the front row. They want to see some action. Summon Red Paul. A seal. F5. Dark Rose. So Valar, going to drop another seal smoke. Playing it straight. Going to summon Red Paul. Red Paul is going to hit that absorption. She takes no damage the first time. The second one, she does take damage from the Red Paul. And it takes her down 1 peg. The F5 Dark Rose is going to be a little bit more of a problem. So, Julie J., I've got you after buffs. 1435 base. Valar has a lot of AP. $980 minus your APR is going to be $710. So, JJ, I got you around little bit over 700 base. All right, so you're about 50%. And it's going to take you down to the rack. And the rack is also going to put you at, you take a little bit of damage from the red paw. That takes you to 95. The rack's going to take you to 85. And you got about 50% of your base. Now remember, health resets. So JJ, your final move, you lost the maze. You're about 50% of your health. And you're 2 rungs down on the soul. Final move. And again, health resets when you leave the dungeon. Passive pets stay. Aggressive pets would not continue to attack. Aggressive pets do not carry over. Passive pets do. Vines, F5 Carnage. No idea how close I am to death. And you know what? It doesn't matter because you're not taking damage. All right, Valar. Vines and an F5 Carnage. Vine's going to break the seal. Does the F5 Carnage hit or no? Your call. Julie J putting her at an interesting move here. Valar says, I'm not taking any chances. I like the move. All right, because the vines are going to break, right? So Valar would be at 90. And she's going to drop down 1 level. So if the Carnage would have hit, great move. That is a great play. Because Valar didn't want to take a chance of dropping down the rack and going to 80, and whether or not that Carnage with the F5 is going to take her below her in the health. And that potentially, it's a good move. Ultimately, Valar burning the red-blue. Julie J going to take a little bit more damage. It won't matter. Valar winning the mind, winning the body, and winning the soul. But Julie J definitely made her work for it. And as we go back to the Isle, I'm taking that blue off the board. Very important play there. But Ark did manage to get 200 points out of it. And JJ, you do have a stasis, but you'll be back in play next round in round 2. All right, let's go to Dow. Dow, you're next on deck. I'm going to push you guys a little bit faster. To make up for a little bit of time. So we got Dow, and then we got B-Dub. I love it. I think you guys both did great. But burning that blue, you got to make it hurt a little bit, right? All right, so Dow, going to move to the temple. I got you, Dow. Boston Main Street is good. Pet Repel and Red Gel to the straw man. All right, so Dow playing boss in 1 will cap in 3. And B-Dub, he's going to try to light that first straw man. B-Dub is quick on the draw. She says it hits. Thank you so much. All right, let's go from Dow over to B-Dub. B-Dub, your move. So, again, the rest of this round, I'm going to push you guys a little bit more so we can get caught up with that dungeon. We're still making great time. So, captains, be on point. I got to tell you, JJ, if she would have gambled and let the carnage hit, I think you would have pulled out a victory. So I think you made the right call, and I think Villar made the right call. All right, B-Dub is going to move in, and she is going to shut down Arc Cyborg. No Cyborg. So B-Dub will pay 2 turns, but no Cyborg for Arc. Let's go from B-Dub over to Gemstone. Gemstone, your move. Jim is going to move to their DZ. Up here with Kel. Going to drop a seal. Dark Boss to their chest and light a straw man. All right, Jim playing Dark Boss. And that'll be a bonus 25 if hers caps. So Jim playing boss in 1 would cap in 3. And B-Dub, she's trying to light straw man number 2. See how you feel about that one. Jim to the DZ, dropping a seal, boss to their chest. And then after Gemstone, we're going to have Riley once we know if it hits. So Riley, you're on deck. Be ready to go. B-Dub says it hits. We got 2 straw men on fire. All right, Samurai. You're in the bomber position. You're up. After Samurai, we got Julia. And then finishing out the round, we got Kel. And JJ, you will be back in action because you were pulled into the dungeon before your turn. So you're back active in round 2. Give Samurai a couple more seconds to get her move in. And again, after Samurai, we got Julia up. All right, Samurai's going to head over to the temple. Going to play boss to their chest. Remember, there's no health nerf. There's just a slow nerf. Doesn't affect bosses. So Samurai playing boss in 1 would cap in 3. Max Seal Kale. Going to play Absorption. And Cadet to Strawman. Gemstone. or Julia, whoever's calling it. I think Jim's calling it. She's back, putting out one to straw man. All right, Julia, you're up. We got Julia, and then Kel will finish out the round. Julia, you're going to play the Sleet Wand. And that is going to be a little bit of ice. Sleet Wand is rough because it freezes that first block, means they got to hit it before they start breaking it. She's going to turn into a sniper, steal Kel's boss. So Kel, your boss is out of play for this game. Going to send gold stasis over to Kel as well. And Julia's going to use Cosmic Pyre. She's going to give her an absorption kickback. And light a flame, B-dub. All right, a lot of stuff here, but I'll kind of explain it. Sleet Wand, freezing the block, turning into a sniper, stealing Kel's ability. So you got Wand, ability, activation, steal, seal, and shot. She's got no juice on it. She can get the seal as well. If she would have put juice on the attack, she wouldn't have been able to get the seal. B-Dub says wait on the ammo from the saber. Gold Psycho from Kel. All right, Gold Psycho. And that is going to break Julia's absorption. No sooner getting it, did it go away. And she had double absorption. So Kel absolutely breaking it, but no damage carried over because she had absorption from her gear and absorption from her pyre. All right, Kel, you're up. Kel with a stasis and no ability to play boss. All right, Kel's going to send the boat. And as you guys know, Kel is a ninja. And this is a 3-turn stealth. Can't do nothing about it. All right? So Kel releasing the boat. And on turn 3, on her turn, this boat is going to hit. And it will take out 2 blocks. And it is stealth, so it's not preventable. All right, and that is the end of round number 1. Pretty fast round considering. Kel was the last to go, so we got a blessing for Dow. We got a blessing for Samurai. We got a slight advantage on the straw man for Ark, 5 points to 0. And a slight advantage in the DZ for Ark, 25 points for 0 to 0, because Jim had managed to go over and shut that down. Individual halos, Kel gets a halo. Jim gets a halo. And Julia getting a halo. All right, let's go to round number 2, everybody. We start out with Valar. Valar still in the dungeon. So we go to Julie J. Now, Julie J., you get ported out of the dungeon back to your spot. It is round number 2. Your turn. We got Julie J., and then we got Dow. So start thinking of your moves in advance. I know they will change based on what people do, but the quicker you get your moves in, the quicker we get our subs in. Keep the game going. JJ and then Dow next to go. After Dow will be B-Dub. JJ and Kel both with stasis. We do have some bosses out. F4 Trixie to the wall and to Kel stasis. It's also going to drop a pet repel. All right. Julie J going to break the ice from the sleet and also put Juice F4 to kill that gold stasis. Gemstone. Trixie has two different targets. Jim says, wait. So they certainly want to do something about the red rose, the dark rose that Valar has. Is going to apply, yes, it's going to apply 25% nerf to her attacks, but it won't affect the F4 Trixie. And be careful, because Valar, if you challenge, if your team supports that challenge, but I'm just going to tell you individual players, if you challenge and you lose, you could, it's a good challenge, so I'll uphold it. But just be careful when you guys are challenging without other things going on. All right, so Jim says wait. Mythic Blue from Dow to keep stasis. But the block breaks. All right, so Trixie breaks this block. Mythic Blue is going to hit Julie J. And Julie J, your damaging attacks are going to be nerfed 25% the rest of the game because of her Dark Rose ability. But it'll have nothing to do with this Trixie. But what will is the fact that that Mythic Blue is going to hit you and take you down to 65%. Second blue of the game for Team Arc. All right, so again, quick recap. F4 Trixie to the wall and to Kel stasis and the pet repel. Dow plays Mythic Blue, which stops her from killing the gold stasis, but she takes that 35%, but the wall, the frozen wall breaks. All right, go from Julie J over to Dow. Dow, your move from the temple. And just so you know, the Dark Rose, it's a first-time hit deal. So the first person Valar hits with it gets a 25% nerf, and that happened to be Julie J. So any future attacks will not nerf that person. And that is a permanent debuff. So for the remainder of the game, she will have that nerf. All right, Dow's going to play Red Kang to his boss. Red King could be worth 50 if it does cap. Inferno to Strawman and drop a Seal Smoke. B-Dub, they're trying to light Strawman number 2 again. Says it hits. Strawman number 2 is lit. We go over to B-Dub for her second move. All right, so we got B-Dub, Jim, Samurai, Julia, and then Kel. I'm sorry, we skipped B-Dub because she's in the electrical box. Jim Stone, you're up. So we got Jim, Samurai, and then Julia. And personally, I think that's a good trade-off. If you get pulled in the dungeon, you kind of gain a turn. So that means when you have another player go to the electrical box, it only costs you a turn to get rid of their cyborg. I think that's a smart play. It's a good trade-off. So we got Jim, and then we got Samurai. Julia, and then Kel. All right, so B-Dub, Jim's going to throw an Inferno. The other stuff I'll take care of. So she's got Pet Repel. Jim, give me a target for the Gold Kang, if you don't mind. Gold Kang could be worth 55. And that's going to her boss. And B-Dub says it hits. All right, so we're going to put a Gold Kang here. And Ark's going to light Strawman number 3. Samurai, your move. Samurai, Julia, and then Kel. And then we're going to bring in some subs. Good gameplay so far. All right, Samurai going to play a Red Kang to her own boss. If it caps, going to be worth 50. Going to drop a Seal for herself and an F4 Trixie to both of those stasis. So Samurai is attempting to get rid of Julie J stasis that Valar put on and Kel stasis that Julia put on. Stasis is such a cool pet because you kind of get in a battle of how long you want to lock somebody down and then what you want to spend in order to lock them down. So, red-blue, final blue of the game for Team Arc. And that is on JJ stasis. So, JJ, they're going to take you down to 55% from the red-blue. All right. I'm going to say no. Well, Jim specifically said keep Julie J stasis. So I'm going with the captain's call because red-blue means hit Kel stasis, keep Julie J stasis. So you can remove the prevention. Kel stasis dies. All right. But it was also a gold stasis. So when Samurai kills Kel stasis, it is going to get rid of her absorption. Her seal is not resolved. What's the challenge for? It specifically says keep Julie J stasis. What I probably would do is say wait, red, blue, and prevention. But I wouldn't put red, blue, keep Julie J stasis, and then have somebody else type a prevention. Which is, again, what we were trying to avoid with the conversations yesterday, because it appears as if the captain's making a call, and then someone from out of the blue will make an additional call. But give me 1 second. All right, I'm going to pause the game, but hold on 1 second, okay? All right, everybody, I'm back. I had to get Camille Vasquez on the phone to get a ruling on this one. All right, so here's the deal. Yesterday, when I specifically told people they would have to have that person type prevention. So I'm gonna let ARC have the prevention. They have the prevention anyway, and I'll tell you guys why. Because we didn't really identify what we would do with the prevention, and the language is a little bit weird with this. Here's what I would like to do in some form or fashion, so it's just not a random person typing something else that goes along the lines. The captain should do this. They should say wait, and then maybe wait 2. So I know there's 2 preventions coming. So yes, she wanted to use the blue on 1, leave Julie J's, and kind of set it up for Dow to use it. I got no problem with Dow using the prevention. However, captains, give me some signal that there's more coming. And I don't, whether it's Bonnie, Jason, whoever, I just want to have an idea that a prevention is coming. Ron usually will say, wait, football prevention, and then we want to get that prevention out of there. So in this case, I'm going to say, it's fine. They have the prevention to use it. So, Kel, they're going to stop that blue, that Trixie. But just let me know if you plan on doing more than your action. The captain has to call the blues, but we did say specifically yesterday on the call, the person typing the prevention does have to type the prevention. So that's probably on me. I'll own that, but going forward, just let me know something, right? Wait, and then I won't jump the gun on it. All right, everybody clear? If you're good, give me a 999. Make sure everybody understands it. Again, we're not trying to get gotcha moments. We're trying to make sure that we consistently stay with how we're going to do it. But I need some notification. All right. Okay. We'll clean it up. We'll get there, but, I get the intent. Okay, so go back to Riley, where we were. So Riley plays Red Kang, Seal, throws 2 Trixies. Jim stops one of them. They have no more blues. Dow wants to stop the other one. He loses his prevention. We go from Riley over to Julia. So, Julia, you're up. Gold Blaze to Strawman. She's going to play an absorption. So she started with 1. Her Pyre gave her 1, and now she's using the absorption potion. Vial to Kel. And Inferno to Strawman. All right, so B-Dub, basically we got a Gold Blaze and an Inferno. So she's trying to light 2 flames. B-Dub says, wait. And I think what'll make it easier for you guys is when you say wait, you don't have to say 2 at that point. Just say wait, I'll pause. And then when you type your first action, if you say red, blue, then you can maybe put plus, and then I'll know that somebody else is going to type something. All right, so the Gold Blaze is going to hit. It's going to be flame number 4. Red, blue from B-Dub is going to be the first blue of the game, and Julia was probably expecting it, which is why she played the absorption. So the absorption comes off the board. And the Vial Smoke to Kel. Kel, that is going to break your seal. But you don't take any damage. All right, Gold Blaze, absorption, Vial, Inferno stopped. Kel, final move of round number 2. All right, Kel's going to go Absorption and Cadet to Strawman. And Ark has no more prevention, so I'm not even going to ask him. So the Cadet will hit. All right. At the end of round number 2, we got a second blessing and a second blessing. The DZ stays the same, 25, Ark 0. Strawman, 15 points for Ark, 0 for MIR. And let's get some halos dished out. Kel with her second halo. Jim with her second halo. Julia with her second halo. All right. Both teams, give me your substitutes before we go to round number 3. Amanda coming in for Samurai. Samurai heading over to sidelines. Amanda going to the wall. Moonshot coming in extra DZ. Sheila coming in for Dow. That means Sheila's going to the rover. Pope, extra DZ. All right. 2 things in round number 3. Type in chat. Tell me what they are. While you're typing it, I will ask the question. What happens in round number 3? Team Ark, you going to play the squid or kill it? But there's one more thing that we got to do. Julia's going to lose that seal. Gemstone going to lose that seal and that pet repel. Kel keeps her absorption. Vile smoke stays, but lingering smokes will go away at halftime. All right. They're going to kill the squid. We will have no squid games tonight. Kel said it. Squids and smokes. All right, so elevation is kicked in. There will be no squid game tonight. Let's get the substitution pattern in here. So Dow went out for Sheila. Alex came in for himself. Riley went out for Unforeseen. And Moonshot coming in. So here's the new order. It's going to go Valar, Julie J, Sheila, B-Dub, Gemstone, Unforeseen, the Assassin, Kel, Pope, and Moon. Again, Valar, Julie J, Sheila, B-Dub, Jim, Unforeseen, Julia, Kel, Alex, and Moon. And Valar, I'm going to put you right here. You don't go back to the bomber yet, but you are free to move. And Valar, it's your turn. All right, Valar, I'll give you 10 more seconds. Valar is going to cameo to the temple. Nice move. And it's free. Send Ward over to Julia. Heal and Seal, and red gel to Strawman. They're trying to light Strawman number 4, B-Dub. And the start of round number 3, Arc officially loses the Gronk, so they have no legendary. I'm sorry, no Cyborg, not no legendary. No Cyborg. All right, it hits. All right, let's go over to Julie J. Julie J, you are at 55% of your health. You have a stasis and you have a pet repel. All right, JJ making big moves here. First of all, moving to the temple. Nice. Second of all, Synergy Wand. Heal and Thrill. And an Orange Crush. And the Synergy Wand is going to get rid of the Nirvana Wands. Jim says it hits. All right, so let's take the white wands out of play. And let's also give JJ 10, which is going to take her to 65. We'll give her a Heal and Thrill, which is going to take her to 85. Nice little healing kick back there. And the Thrill from the Heal and Thrill is also going to juice up the Orange Crush and take out the Stasis. All right, let's go from Julie J over to Shaman Sheila. Shaman Sheila, start of your turn. Boss caps for Dow. We're also going to give him 50 bonus points for that red Kang he's got. So first boss of the game is going to go to Team Arc. They're on the board with a flag and also a MBS win. So Shaman, make it count. After Shaman, we got B-Dub will officially get her turn. All right, summon boss to Main Street. Shaman playing boss in 3. Could cap in 5. Max Seal. Boss to Main Street, Max Seal, and Inferno. Trying to light Strawman number 5, B-Dub. It hits. All right. Bonnie, before your turn, I don't know if this will affect your turn, but you are not established in any zone. It's your turn. All right. B-Dub is going to move to the tank zone. Orcus to Strawman. Orcus to Julia and Strawman. Yep. Pet Repel and Denim to Strawman. Hits. All right. Julia taking damage from B-Dub's pet. Julia, I'm going to take you down to 90. Orcus going to put out one of the flames. Denim's going to put out another one of the flames. Double flame shot for B-Dub. All right. Moving to tank zone. Pet to Julia. Putting out a flame. Pet repel. Denim. Let's go from B-Dub over to Gemstone in the DZ. Gem is also going to cap, and she's going to get 55 from Kang and 25 extra for Dark Boss. So 55 and 25, and then the second flag for Team Arc. Jim's going to Sly Smoke to the tank zone. So she is almost in the tank zone. She's surrounded by Sly Smoke. If it resolves, she'll also get a seal. Going to play Ward on the Pope. Going to Max Spark Moon, slow him down. Going to play Cluster Wand, which will be an Air Wand. And that means one Kang at a time. Now, basically, what will happen, because there's only one target. So Jim's playing the Cluster Wand. Riley's going to cap next turn. So because that's the only target, it's basically just going to keep Amanda from playing a Kang. So it will be temporary use. but it has to have a target, and there is a target. So the purple wand is out of play, but Amanda cannot play a king, and they can only have one on that one. All right, B-Dub, Inferno to Strawman. Hits. All right, let's light up Strawman number 4. All right, so let's go to Amanda. Amanda, your move. And on your turn, the boss is going to cap. And again, even if you wanted to play a Kang, you couldn't. So let's go ahead and give Riley that 50 points. Let's give MIR their first boss. So 2 flags to 1. So the extra points right now, we've got Arc with a 50, a 55, and a 25 for the Dark Boss. MIR with a 50. So Amanda's going to steal Julia's boss. So, like, hey, you got a ward. Guess what? Now you don't have a boss. She's going to play Pet Repel. She's also going to send a boss to their chest. Amanda playing boss in 3 will cap in 5. So currently we got Sheila on Main Street and Amanda on the other one. Good boss strategies by both teams tonight. All right. Steal Julia's boss. Send boss to their chest. Pet Repel. And Denim to Strawman. They're going to put out number 4. All right. Good job, Amanda. Let's go to Julia. You're up. You got ward, but you don't have a boss anymore. All right. Good. Dismiss ward. Red Petro. Pet Repel and Inferno. All right. Ward is gone. Give her the Pet Repel. So 2 things are going to happen here. Red Petro hit's going to knock Moon in the water, and then the Max Spark is going to keep him in place. So BW, you got a pet, and you got an Inferno grenade. We got Julia, then we got Kel, then we got Pope, and then we got Moon. All right, Kel's going to intervene Petro. All right, and B-Dub, the Inferno hits. So we'll stop the pet. How about the attack? So Moon is not getting a knockback, not taking damage, but he is stuck in the DZ. And Ark is going to light Straw Man number 4. All right, Kel, you're up. Start of your turn. You're getting those top 2 blocks. Boat hits. So we go black and green. This boat is out of play for the remainder of the half. We got Kel, Pope, and Moonshot. All right, Kel's going to leave the DZ to get in range. Going to play Cyrus. Cyrus is going to give him 3 blocks you can't prevent. So she went boat. After boat, she went 1, 2, 3. And then she's going to go Lantern, which makes it undetectable, so there's nothing that can be done about it anyway. Thrill, Blue Spark, M7, Elmo. Elmo's going to give her 10 bonus points, and again, can't be stopped. So I got the equivalent of an S9 Elmo, blue, red, red, 50% red. Kel mowing them down. My goodness. Only 1.5 blocks left. You talk about going from nothing to almost 300 like that. That was the setup. The boat, Cyrus, and shot, almost a complete wall. All right, let's go from Kel over to Pope. And guess what? None of it could be prevented. Boat unpreventable, Cyrus unpreventable, Lantern unpreventable. That's a 250-point shot, by the way. Actually, I'm sorry, 200-point shot. No, 225 because she got half the other thing. It's 225 in one move. No, wait. Hold on. 275. No, I was right the first. 225. Sorry. There's 1.5 red blocks left. Got it. 225, final answer. The half would be 50, and then the other red block would be 100. 225. Good, hell of a move. And an Elmo. So 235, right? All right. Move to their DZ, says Pope. Yep. Axis moon into water. All right. Let's go dismiss pet. Going to play boss. So Pope's playing boss in 3 with cap in 5. Going to axis moon into the water. All right. It's preventable because it does damage. So I will ask B-Dub, does the axis to moon go through? So he's moving. That's fine. That's free. Going to move moon into the water, but also deals damage to him. So it can be mitigated. And so we got a flame grenade to straw man and an axis to moon. Those are the 2 actions. It hits. So here's how it's going to work. The damage would break the max seal from Moonshot, but it doesn't matter because the axis is going to damage him and stick him there for 2 turns. So he can't move for 2 turns. Which means he's only going to move at half speed. Oh, I'm sorry. 1 turn. Sorry, Jason, my bad. 1 turn. All right, so the axis would break the max seal, but it moves him. It's going to hold him in place for his next turn. Only 1 turn. And the flame grenade hits. And the flame grenade is going to be straw man number 5. Okay, Moonshot. Your final move, you can't move, and you only get 50% of your actions. So if you attack, no pet, you are in the icy, frozen waters of Ark. So good strategy by Ark in order to maximize their home field advantage. Let's see what Moon has up his sleeve, though. And he can't even speed potion out of it. He's stuck in the water. All right. Okay. Now that's an example. It doesn't hit. Because Moon, you get a pet or an attack. Now you can attack and enhance the attack, but you can't do the pet and the attack because you only get half of your normal actions. And those are 2 full actions. You could do an activation and one of those 2 actions. You could do an activation and an attack. All right, so he is going to go Talon. All right, so Talon Kell back to the DZ. And Kell, I'm going to remove your absorption because you still had the vial smoke. but we do put her back in the DZ. All right. That is the end of round number 3. End of round number 3. I got Julie J with a blessing. I got Villar with a blessing. Kel moving back, saved him 75, saved him 50 points. Art getting 25, MIR getting 0. But the 5th straw man, as you guys know, straw man number 5 is worth 50. So Art getting a few bonus points. Big move of the round. Kel destroying the wall. Ark able to get a few little bonus points here and there. Let's get the halos. Let's give Kel her 2 halos back. We'll give her number 3. Give Pope his 1st. Give Julia her 3rd. All right, final round of the first half. Let's go. Start with Villar. Villar, your move. We got Villar and then Julie J. Give Villar about 5 more seconds to get her move in. And Moon, you can move this round. Red Canine, Pet Repel, and Inferno. Red Canine to the wall. Villar getting a black block from Red Canine. It'll hang out. B-Dub says wait. Red-blue from Moonshot. Going to get rid of Villar's seal. Second blue of the game. All right, let's go from Villar over to Julie J. All right, Julie J going to go Aces, Moxie, Heal and Seal, and Denim. We'll take her back up to 95. And she's going to put out 2 of the flames. All right, we take it from 5 back down to 3. Let's go from Julie J over to Shaman Sheila. Sheila's got a pet on Main Street. Ocean Man popping in. Great match so far. I agree. Teams shifting strategies a little bit. Gold King to Main Street. S8 Carnage to the wall. Sheila is no playing around. Gold King Sheila could be worth 55 if it caps. See how B-Dub feels about the S8 Carnage. Red blue from Amanda. All right. Getting that blue off the board. It's going to hit Jim. I'm sorry. Going to hit Sheila and break Sheila's seal. So Gold King, S8 Carnage is shut down, breaks her seal. Let's go from Sheila over to B-Dub. Got B-Dub, Jim, Samurai, Julia, Kell, Pope, Moon, and then we got halftime. B-Dub's going to jump into Battleship. And that would be 1 cannonball for B-Dub. 25 PCP points. Going to send Torment over to Jim. So that would be no Enrage, and she can't peel it. F5 Lithium is the equivalent of a M7 Lithium with the boat bonus. Sheila's going to prevent it using her prevention. So B-Dub able to jump in the boat, get the prevention off the board, and torment Jim at the same time. Let's go over to Gemstone. And Jim does have a seal because of her Sly Smoke as well. Don't be sorry. It's a 5-point deduction. It's okay. It's a 5-point accident for deleting. And we are back to Jim's turn. Actually, hold up. Sorry, it's a 10-point deduction because that's where minus 10 moonshot came in. So 10-point deduction. All right, Battleship for Gemstone. Going to use Anthrax Wand. To take Pet Repel from Julie J. All right, so she's going to steal your Pet Repel. Anthrax Wand is going to be the Fire. And she's going to play E2 Mythic Azar. All right, so she will get the effect of the E2 Mythic Azar. So it is going to be a Carnage loaded. She has Torment, so she can't play any juice, no enrages. And Moon says wait, B-Dub says hits. She is captaining right now, so we got a split decision. So I got to go with the captain. I got to go with B-Dub. I think Moon wanted to do that to test a new rule. All right, but we do go with B-Dub, and it does hit. So from the boat and the Carnage, green block, 2 green blocks with the enrage, and 25% of a blue block. So starting on that third one. But 75 blue remaining. And Julia playing Chromica on a scoring attack, which is going to give her some bonus points. So she gets 10 points back, made up for the deletion deduction. So an extra 10 points from Julia. That's the way. That's the way you get your teammates back right there. All right. Battleship, Jim also gets a cannonball. So 25-point cannonball for Jim. couple of blocks, steals a repel, and Julia gets 10 bonus points. All right, let's go from Jim over to Sam or over to Unforeseen. We got Amanda, Julia, Kel, Pope, and Moon. Burnous on the wall. Full force. SA Carnage loaded to the wall. That's what not only did she nerf what's left of the wall, she also brought some seriousness. That is 1.5 red blocks. Pope, gonna burn the prevention. All right, shutting Unforeseen down. Let's go from Amanda over to Julia. We got Julia. We got Kel. We got Pope, and we got Moonshot. Julia's going to DZ Portal. Oh, it's personal now. Coming over here to Kel's world. Gonna fear Kel. Ace and Inferno. Gonna fear Kel into the icy waters. B-Dub, we got an Ace and an Inferno. Oh, Julie J gonna Phantom Cape that. Yep, no fear for Kel. Let's put that back. All right. And let's light them up. Number 4 and number 5. Kel, your move. Got Kel, Pope, and Moonshot. DZ Portal, Seal, and Denim to the Straw Man. Jim, let me know if it hits, and then we'll go to Pope. All right, let's put out number 5. Pope, you're up. All right, going to move to the DZ. Fear Smoke, and a Red Rufus. Now, Red Rufus can damage Moon, but it can't knock him out on his final turn of a round. So with that knowledge, Kel will be Fear Smoked into the water. A lot of stuff happening here. And Pope has Boss out, so he can't play it anyway. So Pope do you want to lose your pet, or do you want to pay 5 for another attack pet on Moonshot? Lose the pet. All right, good challenge by B-Dub. All right, Moonshot. Final move of the first half. You are no longer stuck in place. All right, Speed Potion works. Well done. Orcus to Pope, which will splash to Straw Man. And Gas Blast to Julia. Team Arc. All right. They're going to eclipse Julia. Pope takes damage. Straw Man number 4 gets put out. All right. Moon into DZ. Pet hits Pope. puts out a flame. Gas blast to Julia. Sheila uses Eclipse. And that is the end of the first half. End of the first half, we've got Valar with a blessing. MIR with a blessing. Since Kel is in the water, Pope and Julia, another 25 points into DZ. Moon is going to get a halo. Julia's going to get a 4th halo. Kel will keep 3. Pope gets his 2nd. And Strawman is 15 points. So MIR able to hold their own that round. Not a whole lot of points back and forth. All right, let's get second half subs, everybody. Second half subs. Who we got coming in? Now, Kel was not in the DZ, so she doesn't suffer elevation. Lingering smokes go away. Static pets go away. Busy for Sheila. Alex stays. All right, Shaman. Heading out. Busy coming in into Rover. K9 is gone. Kel over here with Moon. Julia back in her DZ. Pope's over here. Jim's out of the boat. Both battleships are out of play. B-Dub goes back to the tank zone. Her battleship is out of play as well. The regular boats are back in play. Samurai coming in for Amanda. Good job, Amanda. Nixie coming in for Julie J. Kel keeps her seal. Julia loses her pet repel for elevation. All right, give me 1 second. We'll get the second half lineup set up for you guys. All right, looks like the order in the second half is going to be Valar, Nixie, Busy, B-Dub, Jim, Samurai, Julia, Kel, Pope, and Moon. Valar, Nixie, Busy, B-Dub, Jim, Samurai, Julia, Kel, Pope, and Moon. Valar, you're up once again. 15 seconds. All right, she's going to go Mythic Kang to Main Street Boss. Villar playing Mythic Kang could be worth 63. Gonna throw some Torment on B-Dub. And a max seal over to Julia. All right. Mythic Kang. Torment and a max seal. Not sure why you didn't attack, but... And you played double smokes. So no max seal to Julia. I'm going to give you the first one. Not a -5. But I take the first smoke that's played. So Mythic Kang, Torment, and that's it. All right, let's go from Villar over to Nixie. You can type it in another line if I haven't gotten to it yet. We've said that. So if you type it and it's not movement, then if you type it fast enough, you can get it. Your move, Nixie. Nixie is going to move to Temple. Pet Repel. Summon Rod. And a QWERTY Grenade to Busy Bee. That's what it's all about. It's about that pressure, Villar. And now we got a QWERTY Grenade coming in for Busy. Jumpstone. Does it hit? It hits. Busy Bee, you are silenced, which means no pets and no legendaries. That's a pretty good move. All right, let's go to Busy Bee. Now, Busy Bee, start of your turn. Sheila's boss is going to cap. And I've got a 63 and a 55. All right, so that is flag number 3 and 2 bonus Kangs. Busy, you're up. Now, again, silence cannot be chained, so she is immune to silence the rest of the match. But that's a big, big turn of events. Get busy about 5 more seconds. Thinking that was a little bit of a surprise. All right, moving to the temple. S6, Mighty Mike to their wall. Max Seal to Julia. All right, B-Dub, you got an S6 Mighty Mike incoming. Hits. All right. MIR had 1.5 walls left. S6, nice juice on it. Smart move, Busy B. We're going to rebuild that wall. And you're going to get about 2/3 of a wall. So you went from 1.5 to 2 2/3. A little bit over a full block being rebuilt. All right, let's go from Busy B over to B-Dub. And guess what? We've got Amanda's going to cap next round. We got Pope with a boss. So 2 chests still occupied. No Kangs on those. B-Dub with Torment yet again. Or actually, first time she's had Torment. Remember, you can't be chain tormented either. So we got B-Dub, Jim, Samurai, Julia, Kel, Pope, and Moon. All right, B-Dub turning into a tank. She's going to play the Nocturnal Wand, which is the Abyss. So no sparks can be played this round. None. No blue, no gold, no max, none. She's also going to put a boss on Main Street. That's the way you flip Main Street. You silence one person and then you come out of nowhere. So B-Dub playing boss on Main in 5. We'll cap in 7. So B-Dub is a tank, no sparks, boss to Main Street, and she's going to put out Straw Man number 3. MIR's starting to get a little bit of momentum. Let's see if Jim's got an answer for that. Jim Stone, your move. Jim, Samurai, Julia, Kell, Pope, and Moon. Send MIR smoke to Bonnie's boss. Mythic Cane and S6 lithium loaded. Mythic Cane would spread a flame, as we said before. We changed the ruling on Mythic Cane. If it doesn't hit, it doesn't spread. And also an S6 lithium loaded to the wall. We got Jim, Samurai, Julia, Kell, Pope, and Moon. B-Dub says wait. Moonshot's going to Judas the lithium over to the wall. Jim says wait. They have a counter move in store. All right, so we got a MIR smoke, a Mythic Cane, and an S6 lithium that Moon redirected to the wall, Jim redirected to the boss. B-Dub says wait. B-Dub's going to prevent the grenade. Mythic Cane is going to deal 20%. Going to take B-Dub's boss down to 80%. Has a lot of health, but it's a Mythic Cane boss, or a Mythic Cane pet. It's also going to spread one flame to flame number 3. All right, we go from Jim over to Samurai. All right, Samurai going to head to the temple. She's at the stairs of the temple. Orcus to Julia. Binds to Julia. F5 lithium loaded to the wall. All right, binds to Julia. It's going to break the seal. It's going to hit her for 10. Orcus going to take her down to 80. Going to extinguish one of the flames. Gets them back down to 2. And F5 lithium, 2 3/4. Needed more juice, but it's a big hit. Samurai taken down, and this wall has no burnoose on it. That was the previous wall. But Samurai is taken down. 2 full red blocks. 2/3 of a block remaining. We go from Samurai over to Julia. It's a nice hit. Gold cane to Bonnie's boss. Heal and seal, flame grenade. Yep, what's the challenge, Jason? You are correct. Absolutely. Sorry. I thought you guys killed the wall. That is correct. And that shot does finish off the wall. Good challenge, Jason. Thank you for that. It's my bad. I thought they finished off the first wall. So we are going to rebuild it. All right, and Jim playing Dominari. So here's the way that's going to work. Samurai with the lithium. The lithium is going to put out a flame. And they do finish the wall. However, Jim is going to keep Samurai from getting the gold blocks. So good plays all the way around here. All right. The wall had burnoose on it. F5 lithium loaded. Wall hits. Takes it down. Normally Samurai would get the gold block. Jim plays Dominari. Prevents the gold block bonus, but they still get the wall. We got a fresh wall for MIR. Then Julia plays gold cane to B-Dub's boss, heal and seal, and a flame grenade to Strawman. Now, one of those was put out. They only had one left. So now we go back to second Strawman. And the gold cane is going to hit B-Dub for 15%. Taking her down to 65. And the gold cane will spread another flame, which will put them back to 3. All right. Riley put out a flame. Gold cane lights one. And another one. And that is correct. Riley's ball should cap as well. MIR 2 flags on a wall. Arc 3 flags. So B-Dub's on Main Street. Pope's on the other one. All right. We go from Julia over to Kel. Kel, your move. Think we should be called up. I think we're back in a good spot. I'm just glad you called the Burnous because I would have hated to miss that, knowing it would have taken the wall down. So got Kel, Pope, and Moon. Been some really good moves tonight, though. Very, very impressive. Both teams playing at a pretty high level. I think we're in for a good finish. All right, Kel going to got a nice little battle going on over here too with this. The DZ is becoming like the action hub. Kel moving over to Julia. Going to put Ward on Moonshot. File Smoke to Julia and Gas Blast. File to break the seal. And Gas Blast is going to launch her over to the other side. And Julia's down to 70% from the Gas Blast. So DZ Portal, plays Ward, Vial, and Gas Blast to knock her out of the DZ. All right, let's go from Kel over to Pope. Got Pope, and then we got Moon. Start of Pope's turn, we get Arc, Boss number 4. Again, this game is very close. You might not see it yet, but it is very close. Arc starting out really, really strong out of the gates. MIR showing some perseverance and how you have to do a few things to get back into it and flip a thing or two in order to even things up. Yeah, there is. That's what that thing is in the middle, Julie J, that says MIR and ARC. It's a scoreboard. Not anytime soon. All right, ARC smoke. And the MIR smoke is gone, by the way, because Julia's pet hit. So Alex is going to go ARC smoke to Kane and S86 red gel to the boss on Main Street. So that is a shot. So regular Kane with ARC smoke and an S86 is shot. Gold Psycho from B-Dub. All right, so Gold Psycho, final Psycho of the game. That's going to hit Alex and take him down 80%. Is going to stop the shot. But the Kane does spread one more flame. With the ARC smoke, going to deal 10% to B-Dub, down to 55. So she's taking a Mythic Kang, a Gold Kang, and a Kang with ARC smoke on it. About half of her boss's damage. All right, let's go over to Moonshot. Moonshot, finish out round number 5 for us. All right, Moon's going to put a tar trap on Julia to keep her stuck where she is. Boss to their chest. So he's going to release Ward. Going to play boss in 5 will cap in 7. So we got B-dub on Main Street would cap in 7. Moonshot on the other would cap in 7, would even the flag game out. Going to drop a heel and seal because he can. So he's got a seal. He's at 100%. And the tar trap will keep Julia from moving on her next turn. Or from being moved on her next turn. All right, let's take a look at this. At the end of round number 5, Busy Bee able to get, and B, you're no longer silenced. So we've got one blessing, one blessing. The DZ, MIR able to finally get some points. 25 for MIR, 0 for ARC. First time they didn't win the DZ. You did have Pope there, neutralized Kel, but Moon got his own. And let's take a look at the Strawman. Sneaky, but another 25 points for ARC. So bonuses are helping out. But again, MIR up by about a half a wall, actually about 75% of a wall. All right, let's go to round number 6. Round number 6, everybody, be smart. Valar, your move. Try to get it all on one line. If you can't, type it fast. I will allow a second line if it's not movement. And you get it in before I start dealing damage. Mythic Kane to Main Street with some Geist. Very nice. Seal and Thrill. All right, a lot of stuff going at B-Dub. 1, Mythic Kane with extra damage. Second, Valar's breaking out the heavy artillery. The E3 Cosmic Predator, Red Gel Neon Main Street boss. But no juice on it. Yeah, you did put E3 on it. You're right. Mythic Kane and an E3 shot. B-Dub says it hits. All right, we start with the Mythic Kane with the Geist ability. We saw Mythic Kane hit a little bit early for 20%. This is going to hit a little bit harder. How about 23%? Going to take B-Dub's boss down to 32 before the shot. Now, E3 Cosmic Predator, Red Gel. Good damage, good health. Good weapon. Valar coming through with another 21% shot. And take B-Dub down to 11%. Her boss is at 11%. Valar going for that feather, but not quite enough. All right, let's go over to Nixie. Nixie, you're up. Start of your turn. Rod is going to take down the top block. Samir still doing some wall work over here. Black block. She's going to go Seal and Thrill. Red Tang to Moon's Boss, which is also a Kang. All right, Nixie, Red Kang is worth 50 if it caps. Ooh. And a Super 8 Cato with a little bit of thrill on it from Nixie. How you like me now? First she goes silence, then she goes violence. I just made that up. That's pretty good, actually. It's got to end up on a t-shirt. That has to be a Play Dead Live slogan. All right, Pope's going to play Glacier. So Glacier is going to minimize the damage. Okay, it's going to cut it in half. But you might be wondering when you hear Glacier, like, okay, Kills, what's the difference between Glacier and an Evoke? So here's the difference. If you guys don't know what Glacier does, it's not a perfect cosmic, but it is a versatile cosmic because you can freeze a grenade to reduce damage 50%, but you can also freeze a wall to increase damage. That's the difference between the two. It can be used to freeze a wall so you do more to your own or to slow down. So versatility is really what it's all about. All right. But he does in this case slow it down. So Nixie, instead of Super 8, it's going to be equivalent to about a Fury 4 with a Kata. This wall's a little bit stronger than the last wall. Nixie able to get a green block and 3/4 of a green block. So 25 green remaining. Still a good shot. All right, let's go from Nixie over to Busy Bee. Busy Bee is going to turn into a ninja. Silver Spark Kane to B-Dub's boss. M7 Wrath Standard Ammo Red Gel to the boss. B-Dub says it hits. So Silver Spark shot and M7 follow-up shot. The boss is Sauce. Busy getting a ruffled feather. 25-point feather for Busy Bee. I think that might be her first. All right, let's go from Busy Bee over to B-Dub. Busy does have a seal as well. We got B-Dub, Jim, Samurai, Julia Kell, Pope, and Moonshot. Gonna go Red Kang to Moon's Boss. Another Red Kang. Vines to Julia. Take Julia down to 60%. S6 Carnage loaded to the wall. Got to move her up just a little bit. And the S6 Carnage going to hit a little harder than Nixie's last shot. Taking down that 25 green. Taking down a blue. Taking down a blue. And taking down 25% of a blue. 75 blue remaining. Nice shot, B-Dub. Almost got your team back in the red. MIR, about a 300-point wall lead. All right, let's go from B-Dub over to Gemstone. Jim's going to go Silver Spark K9. Thrill Ignite with a 3-point gem socket bonus. M7 Lithium loaded to the wall. It hits. Not quite as strong as Kell's Elmo, but pretty close. Pretty close. So we're going to start out with a K9, and we got 75% of a blue block remaining. So K9 is going to hit. Going to take it down to 25 blue. And then we're going to take that 25 blue off the board. Up. 25 blue off the board. Blue block, red block, 25% red block. So we got 2 3/4 left. For Arc. 75% blue for MIR. Let's go from Gemstone over to Samurai. All right. Samurai going to activate Axis on Pope. Pope, you will be stuck in the lake and will not be moving this turn. Going to go Seal and Thrill. Red Kang to Moon's Boss and Easter Beast are loaded. Jim says, wait. And Axis does deal damage. What is Busy preventing? The Axis or the grenade? The grenade. All right. So Pope in the water. The grenade shot is stopped. So Legendary, Seal and Thrill, Red Kang, Easter Beast are shut down. So we go from Samurai over to Julia. We got Julia, Kel, Pope, Moon, and then a speed round. Arc Spark, Mythic, Armon with Geist to the wall. To Moon's Boss with the highest Kang. Max Seal and Whiskey. Max Seal and Whiskey will take Julia back to 100%. All right, and Julia's going to hit the wall and also one of the 3 Kangs that is out. And it looks like they're all 50-point Kangs. Moon is going to play Tanner. And that's fine. They didn't need to say wait as long as the move is consistent. First Tanner. So they have 1 Tanner remaining. Julia does get the Geist damage and the Mythic Armon to the wall. Again, that was a 3/4 wall. So it is now %. Armon splits damage, so Julia splitting it up, but she did get half of a red wall from it as well. And she got a full heal. Let's go from Julia over to Kel. It's going to be a very, very down to the wire game, we start getting into PCP points. So a lot of these moves, you're going to see how good they are at the end of the game. Some really good setups going on right now. Arc with a flag lead. MIR with a wall lead. And then a few variables in between. Both teams trying to shift strategies to one-up the other team. So Julia is tar trapped, as we saw. Pope is axised. Kel and Moon controlling the DZ. Bane to their wall. Pet Repel and Denim to Strawman. All right. Bane's going to take us from 25% red to a full red wall. Kel building it back. Denim to the Strawman, putting out number 4. All right, let's go from Kel over to Pope. And Pope, not only can you not move, you don't have wall range. All right, 1 second. Okay, I'm assuming the vision is the celestial, and not the celestial, the summon shade vision. Okay, you can't hit her with a sword because you're not in range. You're in the water. And if you summon shade, it's not a free pet. It's not like a cosmic guard. You can use the sword to summon a shade. All right, so here's the way I have to do this. All right? Because you're using vision to summon shade, You can't play a Grizz as well. So I'm going with the first pet. No, we can't do it that way. You have to know that. If you don't know that, I still have to go with the first pet. So your choice is to use Vision to summon a Shade to kill. And you can do that once a day. That is your pet play. So, first of all, Vines to kill. Now, again, it's not going to matter anyway because she has the pet repel. So whether you use the Grizz or whether you didn't use the Grizz, it was still going to be stopped. So, makes no difference. Shade hits her pet repel. She had both. That's number one. Number two, you already used the S8. Do you want to pay a 5-point penalty to use a lesser? Well, actually, you can't. So, you can't use another potion anyway. So, it just doesn't happen. So, here's what I want to calculate. So, you're basically going to be using a Trixie with no juice. Now, luckily for you, they're all red Kangs. So, a Trixie is going to take one of the red Kangs, and they're going to use Tanner on the other one. That's their final Tanner. Now, Bonnie, you'll still need the Tanner. Because they're red Kangs. If they were gold Kangs, then they wouldn't. All right, so Pope is using the Vision to summon a Shade. Again, it makes no difference because she had pet repel. Uses Vines to hit kill. Going to take kill down to 90%. It's also going to break her seal. Then he's going to throw Trixie, but he can't put S8 on it. So it's a D20 split. It's going to be enough to kill a red Kang. So one of them dies. The other one they use Tanner. All right, let's go from Pope over to Moonshot. Final move of round 6. All right, Moonshot. Going to move out of the DZ. Going to go Red Kang to his boss. So adding that third one back could be worth 50. We'll see. And S8 Carnage to the wall. That's a timely shot at the right time. MIR needed it. 75 Blue Moon. Add a red block to it and add another 25% of a red block. We got 2 3/4 blocks for MIR. We got 3 blocks for ARC. That means MIR is exactly 300 points ahead in the wall game. You guys can figure out the other stuff. Again, this is close. It's a very close match. And at the end of the round, look at what MIR just gained. MIR just gained 25 more points in the DZ. In addition, we now have Kel tied with Julia with 4 blessings. Both will be able to move next turn. Let's go to blessings, 1-1, and we take a look at straw man. Art getting 15. Minor points here, minor points there. It's going to come down to this round. All right, great job to all the subs. Way to play fast tonight. Let's get the starters back in the game. Moonshot, great job tonight. I am going to remove your halo because 1 halo is not going to get you into running. I'm going to put Julie J back in as a rover. Pope has 2 blessings. There is no chance that Pope can finish in the top 2 because Kel and Julia. So we'll remove Pope's blessings and move him out of the game as well. Dow's going to come back in. Jim can keep her blessings for now because she's still in the game and doesn't matter. All right, so Valar, Jim, Nixie heading out of the game. Great 2 moves tonight, Nixie. Very well done. And Busy, we're going to take you out of the temple. So Valar, Dow, Jim, and Julia. Julie J, B-Dub, Riley, and Kel. All right. Been a great job so far. Have a good time. And try not to make a lot of mistakes because every point's going to matter. Valar, your final move of the night. What you got? Give you 15 seconds. All right, Valar is going to summon Red Curtis, Silver Spark, Arc Smoke, Ignite, Medley, +6. You got a couple of gems in there. M7, Elmo, to the wall. It hits. All right, Silver Spark, Red Curtis with Arc Smoke. Importance there, Kel just rebuilt it. So that is going to take about 50% of that red block, which means Valar is now going to have the Arc Spark bonus with Ignite with the M7 Elmo. I figured loaded. Is going to be a S9.5. And Valar does take down the remaining 2.5 red blocks. Valar we're going to rebuild it. Not only is she taking down the wall, Valar is also getting a 50-point gold block. We're going to see some of that in the final round, though. Valar getting 50 bonus points, gold bar. All right, let's kick it over to Julie J. It's got to be some retaliation in here, Julie J. Let me see the anger. And Valar also getting 10 points for the Elmo. All right, JJ heading over to the temple. Going Curtis, Seal, Blue Spark, S7 Terminator to the wall. It hits. Little stronger wall, little less health than what we just saw with Valar. She's going regular Curtis. Going to Blue Spark herself, though, to give herself a little bit of a boost. All right. Taking that 75 red down to about a third red. It's got 2 3/4 lined up. Equivalent to an S8 Terminator. Two and a half for Julie J. Valar, you had some overkill on yours. Valar actually did additional damage. Julie J getting it done. She needed 2 1/3. She got 2 1/2. Julie J getting on the board with a gold block. And MIR's second full wall. All right, I'm going to go to Dow. Dow, your final move. And I'll get a check on halos in round 5. So I feel like round 5 would have been Kel, Moon, and Pope. Should have gotten halos in 5, I think. I'll check it. And if that's the case, Kel would have 5 halos. Pope would have 3. Moon wouldn't matter. All right, so let's go. Dow, Arc Spark, Archon Smoke, Petro to Kel, and an S8 Elmo loaded. All right. And I just got confirmation I am correct. So that would be Kel has 5 halos. Moon would have 3. Pope would have 3. So really, it is Kel with a 1 halo lead over Julia. All right, so Arc Spark, Archon Smoke. It's going to knock Kel out of the DZ. Going to put her in the Arc Water and slow her down. Half her normal speed. The Elmo is going to be intervened. All right, let's go to B-Dub. B-Dub, your move. Both teams with fresh walls, which means MIR has exactly a 300-point wall lead. Arc, a little bit of a straw man lead. Mind, body, and soul lead. MIR's still down by a little bit, but they still got a boss to cap. Pretty close. And we might be officially out of cooldowns at this point. All right, B-Dub's going to go Red Curtis on a new wall. He's going to tell us a little bit about this wall. Arc Smoke, M7, Elmo loaded, brand new wall. Gemstone says it hits. All right, Curtis, B-Dub. Red Curtis. Barely going to get that black block out of play. M7 Elmo. B-Dub's going to get another 10 points out of that Elmo. See people bringing their firepower now. And once it hits, all right, this is cool too. Because remember, Ignacio is one of those that after they announce it, she gets to play it as a surprise. Really, really cool. It's going to be in the next box event as well. Bonnie had me typing. Bonnie, it's not Ignacio, it's Intaglio. She's like, I'm like, who is Ignacio? Intaglio. It adds an extra E2 once it already resolves. So that means Intaglio is going to make this M7 a Super 9 with arc smoke attached to it. Very nice. Super 9 attack, B-Dub. Green block, blue block for B-Dub. Oh my. Bringing it out of nowhere. Gemstone. You're up. MIR with a late game run. Does Arc have enough left? We got Jim, Samurai, Julia, and Kel. Up, Jim's got a little something for it. How about Arc Smoke, Gold Rage, Bloodlust, Arc Spark with an F5 Seismic. Seismic, same damage as the Elmo, not the bonus points. Jim bringing the equivalent of a S9 as well. Nice, out of nowhere. Look at the extras on there. Gold Rage, Bloodlust, Arc Smoke with an F5. She didn't have the juice on it, but she had the extras on it. And we saw wall number 2. Wall number 2 a little stronger than the first one. But Jim getting black, getting green, and 25% of a blue. 75 blue remaining, Jim. All right, let's go over to Samurai. Samurai, they need you in a big way. What you got? Samurai, Julia, and Kel. Where are these final points going to come from? Is MIR going to get victory number 1 on the season? Or is Arc going to stay undefeated? That's what we're down to at this point. Both teams absolutely giving it all. Clutch match. We know it's hard to win on the road. But MIR, pretty good strategy tonight. Started a little late. Got them to burn some cooldowns and some blues. And in making a late game run, sometimes that's the way you got to do it. We'll see. We'll see if they have enough. Samurai, Julia, and Kel. Final 3 moves. A lot of action tonight, much faster gameplay. Obviously, we did have some challenges, Still got some opportunity to work through some things, but Samurai is going to play Cinder for points. Going to get her 10. Thrill Smoke, Blue Spark. All right, 1 second, 1 second. Cinder is 20. Cinder is 20, my bad. Wanted to confirm it before I score it. So Samurai getting 20 points from Cinder. Thrill Smoke, Blue Spark, M7, Seismic to the wall with Ignite. And again, we've got Super 9 equivalent. Samurai down in the red zone with the Seismic and the Cinder. You guys like points? Because you're about to get some more. Blue destroyed, red destroyed, red destroyed for Samurai. All right. Julia, your final move of the night. MIR is crushing walls out of nowhere. Julia moving to the DZ. Mythic Armon is still the pet. Torment to Kel. And you are not in melee range for a zap attack. She's in the water, so no attack. B-Dub, I don't know if you have anything for it. Armon is going to kill a Kang and also damage a wall. Does it hit? Armon stays out until killed. It hits. All right. So one of the red Kang is going to be taken out of play. So it's off the board. And it finishes one blue block. All right, blue block and a Kang. So she moves to the DZ. Cannot do anything to Kel because she's in the DZ. She doesn't have range. Kel, final move of the night in this epic, epic battle between MIR and Arc. What you got? And you are slowed. Again, you are slowed and you do have torment smoke. So be careful how much you try to do. Julia's trying to slow you down, make life a little more difficult for you. All right, Kel, let's go. Final move. Everybody's watching you. All right, remember, you're in the water. So I am going to give you an option. The option is pet or attack. Because you have to peel the torment. Remember, you're half your normal speed. Half your normal speed is a pet or it's a grenade. And you have to peel the torment anyway. So Red Kang or S6 Mighty Mike. That is the home field advantage. There was no speed potion. There was no move out of it. There was the action. So you choose pet or grenade. No Red Kang. So peel the torment, Mighty Mike. That works. She's got to move down to get into range. So remember, you're half speed. After she moves, she peels the torment. Then she throws the grenade. And that grenade is going to build the rest of the blue block, an additional blue block, and a green block. And that, everybody, is where we leave it. Julia able to get a 5th blessing. She did sneak in there and get that blessing. Kel did not. She chose not to move back to the DZ. How will that play out? We also got 25 points for Arc, 0 for MIR. Strawman, 15 to 0. All right, that was a good one. That was a good one. All right, give me 5 minutes, everybody. Congratulate each other on a great game. I know teams are still figuring it out, working hard. This was a good one. So hold tight. I'll get your final scores, and we'll see who had what. Really quickly, though, let me count down the walls. We've got Julie J. and Riley moved in. That'll be 7 blessings. We did cap an additional boss for MIR. That is going to be boss number 3. 4-3 is pretty close. It felt like it was a little bit different, but MIR actually able to flip that back. So 4-3, pretty good. We also had 2 more Kangs cap. So that's another 100 points for MIR. They had a total of 3. Pretty close with that as well. And if we count down the walls, we've got MIR 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means that MIR is officially going to get wall number 3. And then we build it back and we give them 5 more. Arc, 6 blessings. Pretty big move by Kel because you can see they're only going to get some of the reds. They're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They do get some of it, but Kel saved 100 points by that move. MIR with 3 blocks. Arc, not quite 2. So that's how close it's going to be. All right, we'll be right back. It's going to go down to the wire, and we'll find out who won it. We'll be right back, everybody. All right. Got to check these sometimes 2 and 3 times just because of the amount of extra PCP points and everything along those lines. So, want to give you a quick update. First of all, wall domination by MIR. They set it up well. They continued to close it out at the end of the game. 975 points for Team MIR. 500 points for ARC. That's a 475 point differential. But then we get into where the game flipped a little bit, the flag game. ARC playing at home. One additional flag, 850 to 600. So MIR still holding on to a lead after the walls and the flag. We get to the DZ. DZ, we got 125 points for ARC. They started out strong. First 4 rounds, they controlled it. Then the final round, 50 points for MIR. They controlled it round 5 and round 6. So a slight advantage to ARC, 75-point advantage there. Strawman, 140 points for ARC, 0 points for MIR. Certainly ARC controlled the Strawman the whole game, but MIR did a great job of minimizing the impact. Only one round that was 50. Everything else was small change, but great job there. Mind, Body, and Soul. Mind, Body, and Soul was huge in this match. It was out of nowhere, I thought. Villar did a great job. Pulled it out, 200 bonus points for MBS. That helped out quite a bit. Get to Tangs. Early on, because ARC controlled the flags, they also controlled several of the Tangs. You can see 1, 2, 3. They had 4 total Tangs. MIR also had, ARC had a 50, a 55, a 63, and a 55 in Tangs. Ended up with 223 points to 150 points. Couple of the bonus points. Samurai, 20 bonus points for Cinder. PCP, Cannonballs. Jim had 1. B-Dub had 1. Feathers. Ruffled Feather for Busy Bee, 25 bonus points. Gold Blocks, 50 and 50. DZ points, they were split right down the middle. Kel and Jewel both got 75 points each. It was 150 total. They ended up with the most halos. And in extra points, Jim had 25 from a Dark Boss. And then there were extra points with the Elmos, a couple on each side, 10, 10, 10, 10. Final score, again, another close one. ARC able to pull it out and remain undefeated, 2,248. MIR, 1,965. So, tough place to play on the road. Some great moves. Keys to the game, a couple times. ARC able to use their home field advantage, and everybody's got their own home field advantage, whether it's more health, whether it's not no health. So I know once Moonshot ended up in the ice and lost half of his move. Kel at the end lost half of her move. Another great move, Kel with the stealth. That was a super, super impressive move. And Nixie bringing the QWERTY grenade out and forcing Busy Bee not to be able to do that. ARC shifted pretty well. They started using their pets in order to hit B-Dub's boss. So they did have to change their strategies. As you guys know, certainly a little bit of focus, and even some of the strongest bosses in the game, you use 5 or 6 rounds on it, it's going to make a difference. So overall, great job by both teams. ARC just a little bit better tonight than MIR with the home field advantage. But I thought both teams did a great job. So, great game. We will be back Friday night to hopefully, if you guys can, defeat the Crowleys and get out of the Dark Crypts and move to the Lagoon. So, hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. Great job tonight. Way to keep the game going. We did have a couple challenges that I missed and that people were on top of. I'll get better. You guys are certainly getting better. And we just continue to improve. So, great job tonight. Thanks for all you guys do. I will see you all on Friday night. Have a good one, everybody. Peace.